Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 20 video. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the Washington football team. I know you guys are saying, don't you mean the Redskins? No, they retired their name, and they still haven't come up with a new one, so they're now the Washington football team.
Shut your stupid ass up.
They were supposed to be like the Red Wolves or the Red Tails, so I'm going to make a fitting name for them and relocate them. And by the title, you guys already know who it is, so I'm just going to say it. The Red Dragons, Red Tails, Red Dragons, Red Wolves. Either way, has the name Red in it, and we're going to move them to San Diego, back to where the Chargers were.
I'm very sorry, and I apologize for the inconvenience of me not giving up.
But overall, yeah, I'm pretty excited for this rebuild, as I am going to trade away Dwayne Haskins, so note that. And here we are with the relocation. As I was saying before, I am going to relocate Dwayne Haskins because he is the worst Madden simulation quarterback. I don't know why. He is just terrible. Absolutely terrible. In my previous Redskins rebuild, you guys can go check that out. He's terrible. But anyways, let's get into the next week. And into the next week, it is week 6 now. We're going to choose the name of the team, as we did pick San Diego. And we are going to be Red Dragons, of course. Crusaders would be pretty cool. I may make a video on that. I actually may make these teams and do like fantasy drafts of these. So if you want to see like Crusaders, the Aftershocks, Redwoods, stuff like that. If you guys want to see that, just comment down below what you want to see. I'm picking out the uniforms now. And right now, I think the black sleeves look actually pretty cool. We're just going to go with that. And for the stadium, we're probably just going to go with the traditional stadium. Though futuristic does look pretty cool. Traditional just works for me. It seems pretty basic, seems pretty normal. I like it. And apart from that, let's simulate the rest of the season. So I'm still going to count this as season 1, but we did not make it in the playoffs, as the Redskins finish 4-12, or should I call them the Washington football team. Dwayne Haskins actually did a lot better than I thought he would, but either way, I'm still going to trade him. But apart from that, let's get in the offseason. Here we are in the offseason, as the Dallas Cowboys beat the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl, and there's no one here that I want to resign. So apart from that, guys, we're going to look into the team to see what we have. Dwayne Haskins is gone. I don't care what anybody says. Like, give him a chance. No, he's terrible in simulation. It made me lose my mind in my last rebuild with the Redskins. Again, go check that out. But we have Chase Young here. I made him a superstar X Factor. He started at normal development, but I'm going to make him a superstar X Factor because he deserves that. Probably the best player in the class, maybe not counting quarterbacks. But apart from that, guys, it is time to get into some free agency. Here we are after free agency, and we didn't really do much other than get a fullback and get a depth defensive back. So apart from that, I'm pretty happy with what we have overall. I'm not going to complain. And in the draft, we are picking up a left guard. James Session is, I believe, how you pronounce it. Next, we're picking up a quarterback in the 3rd round, Reed Leak, 71 overall, hidden development. He's going to be our starter. And this is what the team looks like after the draft, and I am going to trade away Dwayne Haskins. And I know it's not realistic, but none of my rebuilds are realistic at all if you guys have ever watched my channel. I don't do that because it's a game, guys. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be like that. Some people don't like it when it's like that, but I like it. So apart from that, guys, it is time to get into some trades. And here we are with the first trade, as we are trading away Landon Collins and Kerrigan, and a 5th for a 1st and a 1st from the Bengals. Next, we are trading Dwayne Haskins and our wide receiver, who only has normal development, and a 4th for Julio Jones from the Falcons, which is a huge pickup. Next, we are trading away our right tackle Moses and a 6 for Evan Ingram. And this is what the team looks like after the trades. And that Julio Jones pickup was an insane pickup. So was Evan Ingram. Very, very easy players to trade for after a year. Evan Ingram's, I think, even easier to trade for in the first year. But Julio Jones is like impossible to trade for in the first year. But once he gets like a little bit older in the range, you guys can pick him up pretty easy. But apart from that, it is time to get into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a win to the New York Giants. as we have Evan Ingram to resign, but we are 6-2 at the top of the division, and Evan Ingram will need a contract, and we will gladly give it to him. 90 overall, star development tight end, and he accepts and he stays. Some rookies shouldn't be here, but Brandon Scherf is here, and we will re-sign him. He wants more money. We're probably going to give it to him. Jonathan Allen, I will look to re-sign him, but he wants a little bit too much. I could pick up a cheaper defensive tackle in free agency. Reuben Foster wants too much for only being a normal development. And our center, I'll give him that. We have a lot of money, a lot more than I thought we did, but I'm still not going to offer Jonathan Allen that much money. And this defensive back I can pick up cheaper in free agency. And everyone else here, don't really want except Sean Davis, star development, extremely cheap, free safety. I will keep him on the team. Apart from that, everyone else here, I need to change their rookie contracts, or I just don't want them. And apart from that, it is time to get into the playoffs. And the Red Dragons have made the playoffs in the wildcard round, finishing at 9-6-1 here to face the 11-5 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But our rookie quarterback actually had a solid season. He did okay. 26 best defense. I forgot what the offense was. I didn't get to see it in time, but Leak had a pretty good season. Darius Geis actually had solid season, a lot better than I thought he would. Julio Jones, 9 touchdowns, 900 yards. Most tackles on the team goes to our middle linebacker. Most tackles for a loss, 12 for Matthew Ioannidis. Sacks, 6 for Reuben Foster. Interceptions, 2 for Cameron Curl. And safeties is 0, and defensive touchdowns is 0. So apart from that, guys, I would say it is time to simulate this wild card round and just see who we're going to be playing if we do win it against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we do, shutting them out. Wow, okay. We're here to face the 12-4 New Orleans Saints, so hopefully we can win this in the divisional round. But our quarterback apparently has an ability. Oh, wow, he has Superstar X Factor. I did not expect that. 80 overall, Superstar X Factor with pro reads. Inside Deadeye Conductor and Homer are his abilities, which overall isn't that bad considering that he has 81 speed as well, which is a pretty big plus in my opinion. But apart from that, I am very, very happy with our quarterback, and of course it is time to get into this match. And here we are in the fourth quarter against the New Orleans Saints, 21-30, and I'm gonna have to hop in here eventually, but for this red zone alert I won't, and now it's 28-30, and I will have to hop into this one, so let's jump into it. And I completely choked the game. 35-44 is going to be your final score against the New Orleans Saints, as we do lose to the New Orleans Saints in the divisional round, and that will be it for the season. Now, some of you may be saying, bro, I can't believe it that you lost. But guys, it's the second season, and last time I checked, the Redskins haven't made the playoffs in a while. But my bad, it's actually the Red Dragons now. But here with a contract needing to be signed, and we re-sign him. Jonathan Allen, I don't want to re-sign because I'm not willing to pay him $7 million a year for that. But apart from that, guys, everything looks pretty good to me, and I'm going to look into the team to see if there's any development upgrades, as everything looks the same. Our quarterback is obviously Superstar X Factor, and defensively everything looks the same, except Cameron Curl does have star development now, which is something I just noticed, so that's pretty useful. But apart from that, it is time to get into some free agency. Here we are after free agency, as we have Marlon Mack as a halfback now, and defensively we have Tyus Bowser, Gary Conley, and Logan Wilson on the team. So those are more like depth pickups, except for Marlon Mack. Marlon Mack, I wish we had like a better defensive tackle, but we can pick up tackles in the draft, so let's jump into that. Here we are in the draft as we're picking up a right tackle, 75 overall, hidden development, rank number 6 in the class. We picked him at number 16. Next, we are picking up a wide receiver, Sean Floyd, 74 overall, hidden development. Picked him up in the second round. Very good pick, very good overall. Next, this is what the team looks like after the draft, as the O-line has improved. Very, very happy with this O-line, and offensively we are doing pretty good, and I'm going to make sure he is in the slot so he gets more reps. And apart from that, guys, it is time to get into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a win to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are 3-4. Not what I like to see at the bottom of the division. And Yikes, that's not very, very good at all, but we have players to resign such as Kendall Fuller, and I know I don't really like to resign defensive backs because they do cost a lot, but we have $114 million to spend, and this is the third season, so I'm going to resign him. Chase Young should not be here. I need to adjust that contract, and our defensive tackle, I will give him this contract. Yeah, I should have re-signed Jonathan Allen because I didn't know we were going to have this much money by year 3. And Darius Geis is here, and I'm going to re-sign him if I can. He wants more money. Ronald Darby is here, third season once again, so I'm going to re-sign him, and he re-signs as well. I do not want him. I don't want him. Don't want Peyton Barber. Everyone else here I don't really want, so I'm going to have to adjust some contracts off camera. And apart from that, good to me, and it is time to get into the playoffs. And here we are in the playoffs, not actually making the playoffs, going 6-9-1. That's pretty interesting, going 9-6-1 to 6-9-1. But our QB did terrible this season. 19th best offense, 17th best defense. Reed Leak went 22-9. Marlon Mack 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns. Julio Jones did not do as good as I wanted him to, but ball distribution was pretty good. Logan Wilson with the most tackles on the team, most tackles for a loss, 21 for Chase Young, sacks 7.5 for Chase Young, interceptions 2 for Kendall Fuller, and safeties is 1 for Chase Young, and defensive touchdowns is 0. So apart from that, guys, it is time to get into the offseason. Here we are in the offseason as the Cleveland Browns win the Super Bowl to the Dallas Cowboys, and we have players to resign, and none of these players I want to resign. So apart from that, guys, I'm going to look into the team to see if there's any development upgrades. And from what I can see on the offense, Floyd only has star development, and our right tackle only has star development as well. So on the defensive side of the ball, I don't see anything, but our defensive tackle did regress that I got from free agency. But apart from that, guys, it is time to get into some free agency. But before we do that, I'm making some trades. I'm trading a first and our aging defensive tackle for Bobby Wagner from the Seahawks. And this is what the team looks like after free agency, as we did end up picking up Stephon Diggs, which is amazing, 97 overall, rack him up with post flag elite and all those other things. But we have 4 great receivers, and I'm very, very happy with our offense, especially our quarterback. Very, very lucky to get that superstar X factor. I'm pretty sure I picked him in the 3rd round as well. And we got Von Miller in free agency and J.J. Watt, so 4 superstar X factors. So J.J. Watt, 94 overall. Von Miller, 88 overall, and Carl Joseph, superstar development, 86 overall, strong safety. And apart from that, guys, it is time to get into some trades first. Well, actually, we're in the draft, and I'm going to make some trades in the draft as we were trading Cameron Curl and a 4th for Zach Martin. Next, we were trading Matthew Ioannidis and a 2nd round pick for Quentin Nelson, as we get 99 overall left guard. Now this is what the team looks like after the draft, as I just spent all my picks and some of my players on getting other players, as I had no use for Matthew Ioannidis and my strong safety just because they were depth players, because I got J.J. Watt and Carl Joseph. But it's time to get to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a win to the Detroit Lions, and we are 7-0. That's what I like to see. Amazing team. And we are above the New York Giants. But just like every season in the final season, don't need to re-sign any of these players because it is the final season. But apart from that, guys, it is time to get into the playoffs. And here we are in the playoffs with that first round bye, coming off a win to the Minnesota Vikings. And we are 14-2. Very, very good season. Looking into the stats, Reed Leak did actually really good in touchdowns, did okay in yards, but 5th best defense and 5th best offense, 42 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions. Great year for him. Marlon Mack, 8 TDs and 1,400 yards, but Darius Geis had 12 touchdowns, which is interesting. Scary Terry has 12 TDs on the year, which is great. Better than Julio Jones and Stephon Diggs, which is interesting. Logan Wilson with the most tackles on the team, most tackles for a loss. 15 for Von Miller, and sacks 16.5 for Von Miller, 14.5 for Chase Young, and 11 sacks for DeForest Buckner. And interceptions, 5 for Sean Davis, And safeties is 1 for J.J. Watt, and defensive touchdowns is 1 for Sean Davis. So overall, amazing season. We're going to simulate this wild card round into the divisional round. And apart from that, can we win it? Well, we do win it, obviously, because I feel like an idiot for saying, can we win it whenever it's a bye week? Can we win the bye week? You never know. We might lose the bye week, but we are here to play the 8-7-1 San Francisco 49ers, so let's jump into it. And here we are in the third quarter against the San Francisco 49ers. It is 3-10 against them. Now it is 10-10 against the 49ers as we are about to enter the fourth quarter. And it is 17-10 against the San Francisco 49ers. 3 minutes left in the game as it is just a back and forth battle. No timeouts for the Niners anymore. 1 minute left in the game, and that will be your ball game. 17-10 as we move on to the AFC Championships, beating the 49ers. And here we are in the AFC Championship, here to play the 10-6 Chicago Bears. And this is going to be quite the matchup, actually. So let's just jump straight into it. Here we are as the score is 9-7 actually, as the Bears are up. Now 9-14, now 9-21 in the fourth quarter. 16-21, very back and forth game, close game as well. And as we made a comeback, now 16-24. The Bears are driving down the field in the red zone, 24-24, and I'm going to hop into this big end game drive. And here we are, 24-24, big moment on the line here. I'm on the 2 seconds left, 1 timeout. We're being choked right here. I could call a timeout. I don't know why I didn't, but it's whatever. We win the game. 27-24 is your final score against the Chicago Bears as we move on to the Super Bowl as your Redskins or Red Dragons move on. And your Red Dragons / Redskins, I'm going to stop being snowflakes. It really doesn't matter that their name is Redskins. But we are here to face the 12-4 Indianapolis Colts. And Matthew Ioannidis is on this team. I traded Matthew Ioannidis for Quentin Nelson. So that's kind of a weird switch. This is a little bit awkward for us. But I'm going to start Julio Jones over Stephon Diggs just because Julio Jones has the double me ability. And looking into it, nothing has really changed in developments-wise at Super Bowl week. So apart from that, guys, let's just jump straight into this game against the Indianapolis Colts. And here we are as the score is 21-17 in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes left. Very, very tight game. I'm not going to return this punt, but it is the end game drive, so I am going to hop into it. Dude, this sucks right now. 3rd and 16. What am I going to do here? 1 minute left. Going to roll out. That tight end can be open. Will he be open? No, he won't. And that's Matthew Ioannidis. Okay. Seems ironic that we traded him. But Stephon Diggs is pressed up here. And I'm just going to throw it up. Or is that Julio Jones? Oh my God! He caught that? No way! Okay, so big situation here. I can't just take the field goal and win. I'm going to have to throw the slant here to Julio Jones. And easy right there, touchdown. That will be the game, and we will win it. That's right, Julio Jones. Celebrate. And your Super Bowl MVP is Reed Leak. 292 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 72.2% completion rate. Very, very good game for him. And apart from that, that will be it for the Super Bowl and for this video. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did, because we did relocate. My first team I've ever relocated, so it's pretty cool to me. And apart from that, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, because I know I will. And I may just start a relocation franchise series, because that's pretty cool. Like Jerome PKR is doing the Flyers franchise, which is pretty cool. So comment down below which franchise you would like me to relocate. But apart from that, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.